Could this possibly be the solution to this damn problem? Hang on, hang on. Hey, you can hear me. Hey, 1 second. I'm doing something I have never done before. So I have like, this looks familiar and weird at the same time. So just give me a second. Just give me a second because I need to make sure that everything is set up to like not explode. Okay, that's done. That's done. I can see myself saying things on like an 8-second delay. This is real weird. I'll explain sort of what the hell happened in a second. Okay. Can I get a latency? What's nerve-wracking is that I'm having to go through my recording software in order to do this. That thing that has crashed on me. So we're just flying by the seat of our pants for this. I'm trying to find a latency setting so that I can lower it a little bit and interact with you guys in something closer to real time. But I don't know if I can reset that when it's already going, and we're obviously not about to try again. So we just may have to deal with a slightly longer delay between me and you this time. Right? Like, base level is that you can actually hear me now. Okay. This is super weird. So basically, the way I check my streams, the way I check the video and audio before I stream on YouTube, I open up my recording software. Because the way I did it on YouTube, they didn't really let you see things beforehand. And then for some reason, even though it was perfectly closed, my audio wanted to act like it was still going through my recording software, etc., etc. Technical bullshit does not matter now. Hello, how are you? We are going to give people another couple of minutes to come in and see that it is all working now before we actually get started. And let me pull up, because I was in full panic mode. I like closed everything that I needed to have pulled up for this stream to try and figure out. I was in big panic. So let me pull up some things, say hello to you guys some more, and then we will get started, finally. Yes, Mistress, I think that's exactly what it was trying to do. It was trying to be helpful and failing miserably. So we had a couple of people submit questions ahead of time. Oh, the thumbnail for this stream looks wonderful. So I'm trying to get to their questions really quick. So I'm opening a couple of things, and then I will have you in my sights for the rest of everything. Okay. Good Lord. Over here. Okay. Tilly. You are just working away on that. Tilly has her own project around the translation of Modazushi going on, providing a whole lot of context and extra notes and stuff like that. And you're on page 700 now. That's terrifyingly impressive. Okay. So, now that y'all have had another couple of minutes to see this and get in here, I would try to change the thumbnail on the stream. That's literally just a random shot of me. But with everything set up now in a way that I'm not familiar with, I don't even want to try to upload the thumbnail, because I feel like that would break everything somehow, knowing my luck. So we are just going to start the stream. I have notes over here because I'm ADD. And I would like to actually remember the things that I was going to say. Good luck me. And so everything is there. Everything is set. Okay. We can be zen now. Hello. Welcome to the stream for 1 year of Gaywatch. Now that I've had to scramble, like, my brain is like fried. So pardon me if this sounds particularly scattered. We're gonna try to bring it in and just take a couple of deep breaths and say whatever the hell that I was going to say. It has been 1 year of Gaywatch. This thing started with Star Trek and Kirk and Spock, and all I was going to do was put out 1 episode a week. That's all I was prepared to do at the moment, because with my history of mental illness and ADD and a whole vast assortment of things, that was all I felt like I could do. So I started at 1 episode a week, just of Kirk and Spock. I am very familiar with the Kirk and Spock fandom. Been in that thing for a long time. The very first YouTube channel I ever had was specifically focused on OG Kirk and Spock. This was very safe fucking territory for me. And so I did that, and it lasted a couple of months of just that. I had given myself permission to, I wasn't going to try to do any more than I really felt ready for. Right? I was going to push myself, but give myself permission to stay in one place if that's what I needed to do. And then I kept seeing this show coming across my dash on Tumblr called The Untamed. And at this point, I had sort of, I guess, experimented with doing an extra video here and there. Like, I did the reaction to the Old Guard, and then that kind of took off. That's actually my most popular video to date. I think it passed 30,000 views, which is, you know, kind of incredible for a small channel like mine. And I felt like, since The Untamed had officially arrived in America, I was like, this seems to be possibly the next thing, big thing. It kind of been going for a while since it had been over in China, but I didn't really care that I was coming in late. What mattered to me was that I was coming at all, was that I felt like I was able to post a reaction at all and commit to 50 episodes of a show. That alone was good enough for me. I wasn't really worrying about the YouTube must be on time thing, right? So I started posting that, and it was almost instantaneous. It was fairly right off the bat that became the most popular series I had, and it was like the entire like Untamed fandom just showed up, just came running. There were already other reactions on YouTube, and now that I know this fandom a bit better, there's already so many other things that you can do with the Untamed and Modazushi and just everything. There are so many other things you could do, and still people were coming to these reactions, and I was having a fucking blast. It was stunning, but for a while I think it stayed at 2 videos a week, and then I upped it from 1 Untamed reaction to 2, because 1, you guys were asking for more reactions, for like 2 reactions a week, and I felt like I was also so invested in this story, because obviously I felt like I could actually possibly do that. But every step of the way, I was giving myself permission to not automatically jump into something that maybe I wasn't able to do. I spent a very long time, pretty much 10, 15 years, not really able to do much, and having to start and stop and try and collapse over and over and over again. So I was being super, super careful. And then I started reacting twice a week, and we started going through all this madness. I had to open up a Patreon because I ran into copyright troubles with the Untamed, and that Patreon was started, months early, and people kept showing up. I mean, that's the best way that I can describe it. And so from that first fundraiser, I was able to get better lighting. I was able to improve the setup little by little with what patron money was coming in. And literally everything I'm looking at right now is because of patrons and fundraisers. There was no way that I would have been able to have the setup that I have, or the setup that I'm about to have, because when this stream is over is when I'm going to begin transitioning the new PC that you guys got for me, which we're gonna slide right over that because I'm gonna start crying if I talk about the PC. And ever since then, it's just been this slow growing thing of enthusiasm and shipping and queerness and love and excitement and patience. I didn't think a YouTube audience was going to be this patient with someone like me. I just didn't think that was how the YouTube audience was built. As a member of the YouTube audience, we're pretty spoiled with people who are able to do bigger and better videos, and these are largely neurotypical people. They're able to just respond quickly and upload things at like a moment's notice and do all of these big things that we've become very, very used to, and I am capable of almost none of that. I have to go at a glacial pace compared to other YouTubers. And I thought that was that was the thing that was going to hold me back the most. And in a way, I'm sure it is, but it hasn't hindered me quite in the way that I thought it would. Especially with growing this little space for us that I have now, and that I hope continues off into the horizon in a very romantic and homoerotic fashion. Because I do have plans to be around for a while. I do have plans to keep moving on to different series. I do have an announcement for Word of Honor here in a couple of minutes. Patrons already know what it is, but I'll be saying that in a couple seconds anyway. And now that I have the new PC, I will be able to branch out into Twitch streaming. So I will be streaming on a regular basis to talk to you guys and to play extremely homosexual games. And that has been somewhat delayed because I have to react to the Modezushi novel, which is about 5 times longer than I thought it was. So the gaming channel on Twitch and all of that has been delayed until like October so that I can read this book with you guys. But I just keep wanting to do more at the pace that I'm currently at. I feel pretty good with the output that I have planned over the next several months, and it is currently about at what I'm comfortable with. There are some ways and I wish I could do more, but again, the strategy I've been using seems to be working. It seems to be the thing that lets me sustain something and that lets me keep going. And it's partially frustrating because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm kind of an enthusiastic person. And I'm very, very excitable. So I really just want to go like full force all the time. Just do all the things. I just want to do all the things. And it has taken a very long time to realize that I do that and I burn out. So I'm going to be around for a good long time, hopefully. And I hope to keep growing this thing as time goes on. And as new queer ships land in our laps, wherever they be from, in whatever form they take, which is why I'm starting the gaming channel. But I just hope to be around for a second. And I hope that you guys stick around for a second, or go and come back, or just whatever. I know the YouTube thing. You get into a phase and then you leave and then you come back and then sometimes you stick around, sometimes you don't. That's fine. I get it. It's whatever. I will be here. That is the whole point of me being here, is that this channel is here for you whenever you need this space. I have to be the constant. You don't have to be the constant. I am here for you. And switching gears, I would like to tell you about Word of Honor, in that there is now a date that Word of Honor begins. I will be filming the reaction to episode 1 of Word of Honor on June 11th. The day before my birthday, actually. My birthday's June 12th. And I get to spend the day before my birthday reacting to Word of Honor, and then as per the reward for the fundraiser, immediately after I watch episode 1 of Word of Honor, I will be going live. It is a public stream, and we will be able to scream and holler and analyze and talk about and theorize the first episode of Word of Honor. And that is happening on June 11th, because I am doubling up on Star Trek on the very last stretch of TOS, so that I can keep everything going at the pace that I wanted it to, even with the PC disruption of the past couple of weeks. So Word of Honor is starting on June 11th, and it will continue at 1 episode a week for a little while until Hannibal is done, and when Hannibal finishes, Word of Honor will become twice a week until Word of Honor is done. And that was voted on by patrons. Word of Honor basically got bumped up a couple of slots. It should have been available to vote on after Hannibal finished here in a few months, but patrons voted on just bumping it up to pretty much now. So we have Patreon to thank for that. And now is the actual questions part. And a couple of you guys submitted questions ahead of time, and that would be good. I thought that would be good to kind of get the ball rolling, and then I will take questions directly from you guys, right? And we'll just see how long that goes. The wife is due here in about 10 minutes, And so I think we'll answer questions and keep answering questions. And then towards the end, when we're getting to wrap things up, if the wife feels like coming out and saying hi to you guys, then she can come out and say hi to you guys. Because it's a party here today, now that you can fucking hear what I'm saying. So let me go over here and find the first question from patrons. And right, the first question's going to embarrass me a bit. Just in the fact that I am, like, failing as, you know, a person who has a schedule and is supposed to watch things. Oh! I'm gonna say hi to the couple of people who have come in since then. Because I see some familiar names. Dynasty Girl, I know you. Mads, I know you. Big Mama G, obviously, I know you. I've known you for a while now. He-chan's having a celebration for some reason. We don't know why. But we support it. Badger, of course. Again, it's the same thing. I've known Badger for a very long time. Jamie, Harriet, Petra, Mad Hatter, I also know you. Snow Queen, Misha, yes. Tilly, your birthday's the June 13th? Get out of town. And I think that's, let me double check. MW up there, I know you as well. Ooh, there's like 55 people in here now. Well, hello. The blank. I feel like I know the blank as well. It's literally just an underscore. I feel like I know you too. Stellic. I don't think I've seen you before. Hello. Saul. Always good to see you. Wang Shi and you came in at like the last second, right when we were starting the first attempt. And you like got in right on time, and then I was the one who was late. Whew. Okay. So the first question I've got, let me drink some water over here, is actually, it's from a patron, and it asks how far I am in the Untamed rewatch right now, and like, you know, thoughts and feelings about the episodes of Rewatch and stuff. Low-key confession, I haven't watched past episode 2 yet. That's terrible. I'm canceled. I realize. I fully plan on, that is like going to be the first thing that I do once I get the great PC transition of 2021 done and completed and I have all the new setup done. That is the first thing that is happening, is that I am picking up with the Untamed rewatch. But as of right now, I have not watched past episode 2. And if you haven't seen, I posted a video of my rewatch of episodes 1 and 2. If you have not seen it, that is a thing that exists. It is my latest video, I believe. It should be pretty easy to find. But as of right now, just going through the first couple of episodes and the fact that they, like, fucking tell you everything, I knew this about the Untamed even before I started the second rewatch. But this is one of those shows that, you know, mows you down the first time you watch it for all of these different reasons. And then it mows you down a second time when you watch it because of almost an entirely different set of reasons. Because, like, you know everything now. And so everything just becomes tragic because of what you know as opposed to tragic because of what you didn't know. And so far, I'm dead ass right. I'm overwhelmingly right. I haven't been this right in a while. So I am extremely looking forward to noticing all the things that I didn't notice the first time because, you know, I couldn't have because I didn't have the greater context. But I'm also low-key terrified And I'm also excited to like see all the characters again, right? And like start to really get my head around everything that happened. But at the same time, still terrified. So, yeah. You'll be able to keep up with the rewatch as I go, because I will be blogging about it on the Untamed Side blog on Tumblr that I have. I can link you to it right now because I can type in the chat. Oh my god, why have I never done that? Why have I never just shared a link in the chat? Wow, okay. Untamed Side blog. The Stairs of Koi Tower. Tumblr.com. Boom, there. I leap into the year 2021. Good lord. They also asked, the same person also asked a second question. I believe their name is Julie. She asked if I have ever tried to learn any other languages, or are there any other languages I speak? And I've been watching a bunch of Gab Smolders lately, so I feel like this is a very underwhelming answer because no, I don't have a second language. I have tried to learn Japanese in the past with Rosetta Stone and everything, and I actually really enjoyed it, but this happened way back in the day when me doing things consistently was not realistic. So I actually do intend on trying again one of these times when I kind of get even more settled into this YouTube groove. I do plan on going back and revisiting Japanese because I fucking love that language. It's such a great language. And it's also real hard for English speakers to learn. I think it's like in the top 10 languages that are super difficult for English speakers to learn. But I really want to learn it. I've been watching anime since I was a teenager, and the sound of that language is like English who. We got nothing on just the sounds of the Japanese language. Okay, we'll be here all day if I start talking about Japan. But yes, I plan on revisiting Japanese at some point in the future. He-chan asked a question both here and on YouTube, but her question here is my thoughts on wenqing and lesbianism. And my thoughts are that I really like your thoughts. That's an A+ thought. That's an amazing thought. That's an incredible thought. That's a like god tier, like you're over here in 3021 and we're still here in 2021 type thought. Like you're just ahead of us all. You're ahead of the game. I am in love with this thought. Which is kind of hilarious considering that, you know, we all know I really loved Chung and Ching. I loved them and I loved what they almost had. We'll put it that way. But yet at the same time, she does give off really like badass bitch, sapphic, queer girl, lesbian vibes that I would love to see in fan fiction. And actually, ooh, the wife is coming in.
I'll be back in a minute.
No, you can say I'll yell for you when I
mean, I can come hang out away from the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What was I talking about? Ching is a lesbian. Approve. Very strong approve. Much approve. Could not possibly approve more. Excellent question, He-chan. Where is your other one? Okay, and then there are a couple of questions over here on the YouTube post that I made. One from Lila. I actually don't know if Lila's here. I haven't seen her name go by yet. But there was a question from Lila that asked about if I've checked out Killer and Healer. Apparently apparently it's underrated and people are trying to get the word out about it. And actually, I have heard about it. I think somebody told me about it on Tumblr, and it very much sounds right up my alley. And now that the part 2 of the BL series Rex reviews and that whole thing has been delayed because of, Modazushi ridiculously long novels. But now that I have extra time before I have to film that, I will be able to include 3 more shows than I originally intended to. And one of those shows is Killer and Healer. So there will be an on-video review of that just later. But yes, I have heard of it. Yes, I am excited about it. And yes, I will be watching that. I will be catching up on the BL series that I have to review after I've finished the Untamed rewatch. But yes, I am very excited about Killer and Healer. I did not know it was underrated, though. I did not know that it was a bit of a hidden gem. It sounds like it, if I remember correctly. And then there are another couple of questions from Hee-chan. And one is actually kind of one's about the wife, about Tamara. Since she's here, I just may have her answer it whenever she comes out. But the other one is where she says, I don't think you've ever talked about your books, and the one you just finished planning recently is called The Horror Prince. And could you please tell us a bit about your writing? And oh boy, have you just opened that door. Because I have made a very, very specific point of not bringing up my writing first. Because I do not want to be one of those YouTubers who is writing a book or is a writer and just kind of promotes that constantly. And just so happens, right, to bring it up all the time for promotion purposes. Not that I fault people for promoting themselves, but this is very much a me thing, right? So I will basically only talk about my writing when asked. And now you've asked. So here we are. I have been writing basically all my life, and I have currently just started the first draft of my 3rd book, and this is the first book that I intend to submit for traditional publishing. The first 2, one was a little bit more of a fan fiction-y thing, and the other one was indie, self-published. It was indie published. I didn't do it right at all, but my first book was never intended for traditional. This one that I am currently writing the first draft for is called The Horror Prince. This one is intended for traditional publishing. It is a queer medieval fantasy, and it's about a knight who gets promoted to being the captain of the prince's guard. So he is now in charge of running the prince's security and also being the central bodyguard for the prince. Unfortunately, the prince has an absolutely terrible reputation, and an absolutely terrible reputation for a reason. He is entirely irresponsible. He is like way sluttier than a prince should be, especially in this world. And he's just pretty much a disaster. And his 21st birthday is coming up, and he kind of needs to get his shit together before he turns 21 and therefore officially becomes old enough to succeed the throne should his mother, the queen, die, right? Except he doesn't want to. That's not even on his radar. But as this new, head of his security, that type of bodyguard, that type of position where you're with them all the time, is basically, he can be an informal advisor. And so one of his kind of unofficial jobs is to essentially reform this prince and reform his household as well, because everything around him is in absolute shambles. And so this knight goes about trying to turn this prince around, and in the process, very reluctantly, absolutely falls in love with him. And over the course of the novel, you discover why the prince is the way he is, why he is behaving this way. We figure out and find out about all the knights bullshit. And it's one big medieval queer fantasy love story. What can I tell you? It's the first book in a trilogy as well. Hopefully, if this were to be, traditionally published and then picked up for a second and third book, it is intended to be a trilogy. That's probably a better way to put it. But yes, that's currently what I'm working on from a writing perspective. I do have a writing blog in which I post updates about that, about the Whore Prince in particular, and that's also where I talk about writing. And now that I've realized that I can talk to you guys in the chat and link you to things there, I'll just put it here instead of saying that I'll put it in some random place later. So hang on. Now, I only realized that like 5-10 minutes ago when I had to. I know, it's pretty sad.
Can I sit on the couch out of screen?
Yeah, you'd have to literally sit there. You'd have to move all of that. The wife is gonna sit off screen here for a little bit. Well, yeah. Okay, hang on. Here comes the writing Tumblr. It's very creative. It's literally my name with a dash in it. Oh, good. I was making sure you guys could still see Harmony because that's a very important part of this live stream. I believe that was the last question. Yeah, I believe that was the last question that was submitted ahead of time. So if anybody has any questions that they would like to ask right now, I am opening the floor. I am opening the... No, I got it right the first time. It's opening the floor, right?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. The floor is open to ask me anything. Anything related to anything. Although knowing you guys, it's probably going to be gay.
If they want to ask me questions, they can.
Oh, the wife says you can ask her questions if you can. If you want. Wow.
Oh, you don't have the picture up this time.
What picture?
Of your face.
Oh, no, I don't have that going, so I can actually not...
Yeah, but now I don't know where my leg is if they can see my foot.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it should be just out of frame. Yeah, it is. You're fine. Side questions with the wife.
Sorry.
Do I have Super Chat enabled?
What the hell is that?
Super Chat, for the wife. That's where people can just essentially just throw money at me.
Oh, yeah, because there's a little money icon
in the
there.
chat.
I'm following the chat.
I had no idea Super Chat was enabled. But, okay. Thank you, Leo. That's what I saw earlier. I saw something similar earlier. Somebody else, did it. I can't remember who, though. But thank you, mysterious person, who also used Super Chat. Leo, you were the sweetest. I've gotten a few. I have been rambling, so I haven't been able to clock the chat like I usually do. What's the end card song that I use in all my videos? It's from one of those like royalty-free music sites. I had to look for a while to find one that didn't sound like it came from a royalty-free music site. And it's called The Sun Is in Your Eyes, or The Sun Gets in Your Eyes, or something like that. I think I'll start posting like a link for it in the descriptions of my videos, because I've had a couple of people ask about that. It is a really nice song. I was very happy when I found it.
Make it rain.
Misha, thank you for the super chat.
Did you see the question about, other than the main two, who's your favorite character on the Untamed?
I did not. Somebody asked other
Dynasty
than...
Girl.
Oh, Dynasty. Other than, yeah, okay. Other than, I see it now. Other than the main two, who's your favorite character in the Untamed? I'm so bad at answering this question because I wind up basically just listing everybody in the main and supporting cast. Like, honestly, Really, truly. I am that person, especially when it comes to this show. Usually I have a better answer. I can be like, oh, these couple of people, other than, the main two. But with the Untamed, it's like you name someone and I'm like, no, yes, I love them. Either from a, like, I adore them and they must be protected type vibes, or like they're absolutely, like, disgustingly awful people, but they fascinate me so much. And I still really love them from a narrative standpoint. Like, that's the bitch about this show, is that you love everybody. Um, I think. Oh yeah, I think a couple of people have asked my thoughts about Hwasong now. They are still in development. I am only just now kind of glimpsing the scope of his everything. I'm also still kind of recovering from the whiplash, because like we went through the whole thing as my son, and then he was the second of my sons to not really turn on me, but just become something entirely different from what my son was originally supposed to be like. So like they did that to me twice in a row. And so I'm still recovering. Like, I know that once I get deeper into my rewatch, I am going to find it extremely fascinating, and I think what they did with him was absolutely incredible and just super just risky and interesting and so well done. But I haven't begun to truly grasp like all the details of like everything he did, especially in hashing out what he did versus what Yao was responsible for. I haven't had a chance to get in there and separate the two yet, or what they did together, like on No Front. Oh, I'm behind. Oh wait, it just left me there. I thought when I would scroll up that it would just keep going, but no, it just leaves me there. Ta-ta. Okay, Snow Queen. My thoughts on single father Wang Ji. I literally can't talk about it. I will get emotional. Do not come at me with Wang Ji raising the best boy, okay? Just because the of the probably literally dozens of plot twists that are in this fucking show, that one might be one of my favorites, like top 5 plot twists. But I can't talk about it or else I'm going to start crying. But yes, I love it. I love everything about it. I love how they did it. I love it. It makes me emotional. Ooh, and wait. Whoa, I lost it. Let me get it back. And speaking about favorite characters, what are your favorite characters from Hannibal? I can't remember her name. Oh shit. But obviously, besides, Hannibal and Will and Jack's wife, obviously, anybody who Gina Torres plays, I'm going to automatically love. That's the rule. I don't make the rules. But no, you have the other cop chick. Like, she's great. I think her name might start with an H. But is it Hetien? I don't know. I can't remember. But her, I love her. And I can't remember whether or not she dies. And that's got me high-key nervous whenever I watch that show, because I legitimately can't remember if she even freaking lives. I also can't remember if Freddy lives either. The first time I watched Hannibal, it was like, I remember having more of a, like, Freddy's, that bitch you love to hate or hate to love or whatever. I remember, like, enjoying her a bit more. But, like, this time around, I'm just like, oh my god. She's fucking awful. Like, she's obviously, like, great. She's, like, the actress who plays her is so fucking spot on. But, like, she's awful. Laura, you've heard rumors that when Strange New Worlds is finally filmed in like 2022, Kirk will be bi. And do I think that the writers will really do it? No. I don't. I realize that's very sad, and that makes me very sad to say. But no, I don't think they're gonna do it. Because if they did, they'd be killed. Like, I don't wanna like overstate this. But all of the dude bros they would storm the Bastille. They would infiltrate whatever fucking building they needed to infiltrate and throttle the writers and the directors and the producers and anyone and the actors and anybody who had a hand in it. Like, heterosexual fire would rain down from the dude bro heavens. I don't think the writers are gonna do it. I think we're at least 20 years from either Kirk or Spock being canonically anything other than heterosexual, which is super depressing. But at the same time, I can't be optimistic about that kind of thing. Because, like, even today, you see it mentioned, or the possibility mentioned, or the interpretation mentioned anywhere on Twitter in a big context. Anybody mentions it, and God, the tweets after it and the replies to it are just, it's a horror show, like, every single time. So, like, honestly, I don't think the writers would do it. I think at this point there are probably some writers who really want to, but I don't think a network's gonna let them know. And I don't think Star Trek as the name, as the monolith, is ever gonna let them know. Dynasty Girl. Yes, I love and watch anime. I've been doing it since forever. Would I be willing to watch gay Chinese anime? So, like, donghua, right? That's the right name for it, right? The animation, not the fact that it's gay. The gay thing is separate. Donghua just means it's Chinese animation. I do fully plan on getting into Chinese animation. Absolutely, yeah. Both queer and otherwise. I've been really wanting to branch out in terms of international animated shows. So, like, absolutely. I'm going to start with Modazushi, obviously. That's one of the rewards for the PC fundraiser. The audio drama and the donghua probably aren't going to come around until early next year, because after I get done doing the novel and all of that, that'll be done by like November, late October, and I'm gonna need a couple months to like reset after 5 months of reading the Modazushi novel. So those are coming, but it's gonna be a hot second because that novel is like 500,000 words long. Oh, Dynasty, I caught your question again. Thoughts on gay Dumbledore? You're a Harry Potter fan and a proud Slytherin. I'm a Slytherin as well. Yes, hello.
Wait, can I yell Gryffindor? Can I please?
The wife is Gryffindor.
Gryffindor!
No, and she wants to yell. I hope you guys heard that. She's a Gryffindor. I'm a Slytherin. It's very sitcom-y.
It's fantastic.
She, Dynasty asked about gay Dumbledore.
Big Mama's a Ravenclaw.
It just gets more and more frustrating the longer time goes by. Like, it was never really great, especially because she said that there was just, no real place to like put it, and that it seemed like an extraneous factor, whatever. And, there was no real reason to put it in the thing. And I was kind of giving her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well, yeah, and probably they didn't want you to put that in there because it is still, it was still a series for younger people. And we all know how the heterosexuals are about even mentioning the word gay to younger people, especially back when the books were first being published. But unfortunately, she's dead-ass wrong about her own story. There is at least one incredibly obvious place where you would mention that Dumbledore was gay and in love with, give me the name. Grindelwald, thank you. A very obvious place. I think it's towards the end of the 7th book. And there's at least that. There were more than other places. But, you had it almost didn't make sense to not mention it in that moment when he was, explaining shit to Harry. And so, that was crappy. And then, of course, the more we come to know about JKR, the more it was okay, you were clearly trying to score liberal points when you're not really a liberal. And that's, shitty. So, we're not going to spend too much time on JKR. But yeah, it wasn't great when it started, and it's even worse now. I mean, I support the idea, and I actually really like the idea of the concept of Dumbledore having been in it. I like it. It was just the reason it was done and the way it was done was pretty crappy.
Now they want you to sort untamed characters into houses.
Do y'all really want me to sort untamed characters into houses? Ooh.
Yeah.
Hang on, that's gonna have to be a whole ass Tumblr post. Cause I kind of feel obviously, God, see, and where do you put Wushan? Do you put him in Gryffindor or Slytherin? Because obviously, he uses bad shit for good purposes. He could be a Slytherin with a heart of gold. Oh God, am I gonna start a fight in the comments?
You are, because now they're like, no, he's awful.
No, I've started a fight in the comments. See, no, okay, all right, everybody calm down. everybody chill, okay? I will put more thought into this and sort untamed characters after I have arrived at some actual decisions and I'm not just spitballing, because that's a way to get people killed.
I knew you were going to say spitballing.
So, ma'am.
No, it was just really...
Ma'am.
I'm sorry.
I realize
go ahead.
that we have known each other for over a decade, and you can predict the words that I can use in sentences.
Yeah, but it was just really weird.
But ma'am.
Love you.
Oh my God, I love this entire debate that has now been struck in the comments. This is hysterical. Oh my God, and everyone's saying something else about Wushan's house. This is so funny.
Meandering Ablaze said it the best, though. This chat is too wholesome to fight, but we are very opinionated.
Which is exactly the type of vibe that I was going for.
It's so good.
I really wanted a group of super nice people who really actually don't argue, but they're still highly opinionated. That's the byline that I could make for this channel.
So funny. I like just reading everybody's comments.
Oh, that's another point that that was made, that it could have, that gay Dumbledore could have been put in Rita Skeeter's tell-all book.
Yes.
Right there as well. Yes, thank you. The wife is agreeing with me. Yes. No, it could have gone there as well. I remember when I read the series for the first time, and I was deliberately keeping an eye out for any opportunities just so that I could prove JKR wrong, and then I did. But especially with that last moment towards the end of the series, it was so... But yes, the Rita Skeeter tell-all, extremely, extremely good idea. He-Chan
So funny.
just super chatted for Slytherin Wang Xi rights.
So funny.
But I love the question mark. It's the question mark in the parentheses that really makes that.
So good. Did you see Mad Hatter's comment right above that? About describing the characters of the Untamed in one word.
Oh, okay.
And delving into fan edits. I don't know what that means. But...
Fan edits is the new term for fan vids. I just had to educate the wife there. I know because I know this because I accidentally in the Untamed Rex document I put fan vids, and that does not mean what it means anymore. I meant edits, so I got like a whole bunch of things. And like there are some edits in there, but like there's a whole bunch of things that were not. I need to go in and separate those. But yes. Oh, anyway, they were asking a question.
I'm so old, the terminology has
Mad Hatter. I know, me too. We're both so old that the terms have changed. The terminology has changed.
Listen,
Matt, yeah, cool. Mad Hatter asked, how would I describe the characters of the Untamed? Let's see. I feel like if you're trying to describe Wushan and you don't start with a rabbit, I feel like you just need that as part of like the foundation. Like he could be like a rabbit who goes feral, protecting the innocent regardless of who those innocent people are, and like just goes feral for justice, and like no matter who is committing the injustice, like he's a bunny with morals, right? He is the cutest little fluffiest, white rabbit with like the greatest moral compass arguably in the entire show. Like let's be honest. But he has like a horrible reputation. This poor bunny is just maligned throughout the lands, which is really shameful considering he's just a bunny with morals. Wang Xi, who would probably also be a bunny, but we're gonna try to go with something else. Wang Xi is like, he's steadfast is like the first word that comes to mind after, ragingly homosexual. But he's just so upstanding, and the poor guy never met a rule that he didn't want to follow, and unfortunately he's like when the lawful good realizes that lawful evil also exists, right? So he has to shift over to neutral good because he's in love with a chaotic good, and the influence when you fall in love with a chaotic good is, usually you shift over because, I guess the chaotic good could shift over, but
it's easier to go towards.
I don't think, yeah, but I think the more common thing is that the lawful one realizes that it's not literally always about the rules on the books. Yeah. I think that's pretty much his entire arc summed up in Dungeons and Dragons alignments.
They're so cute.
Oh my god, they actually have official animals associated with them? Like in the official stuff, Wushan is a fox and Wang Xi is a dragon? What? See? All the official stuff is like so much better than what I could come up with. Although I still kind of stand behind Wei Wuxian as a bunny with morals. Although Fox is really good as well. But like Wang Xi as a dragon is like so galaxy brain that I can't even like comprehend. He hoards rules. That's his hoard. Rules. Yes. I made a point.
They're so cute.
thought, Dynasty Girl, I thought Heaven's Official Blessing was already out. Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of the animated version of Heaven's Official Blessing is out. But it's getting a live action drama, is my new understanding. Is it getting a live action drama? I did not know this. Mads, I have seen the thing that I can't pronounce, but I recognize. Yeah, the couple of music videos that are, I forget what country they're from. But I have seen them. Somebody recommended them to me. I think an Anon on Tumblr recommended them to me, and I watched them both. And I mean, wow, they really jammed an entire like queer soap opera into like 4 minutes, like in the way that only East Asian countries can do. Like, it was wild. It was absolutely wild. It actually really makes me want to make, and I never want to make these, it really makes me want to make a crack vid with it, because there are just so many, like, you can't even really describe it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, you should go find it on YouTube and watch it. It's an experience. It's a homoerotic experience that you really kind of almost can't quantify, because it's so far over the top, like, that you can't even glimpse where you're coming from. It is absolutely wild. Please God, I watch it sober. Do not watch it high. I think it would be too much.
Did you see Jamie ML's question? What would you say is the geekiest thing you own?
What's the geekiest thing I own?
That's such a good question.
Jamie, that is a great question. I don't know. What is the geekiest thing I own? I'm asking the wife. What is the geekiest thing I own?
God, you own a lot of geeky things.
See, I own a lot of geeky shit.
D&D stuff is ultimate geek, so you have a lot of dice.
That's true. I have D&D stuff because I play D&D when we're not in the middle of a pandemic. And I have, yeah, I'm the type of D&D player that I need a set of dice for every character.
Oh God. And then I have to make you a deck.
So I have a lot of characters. So I have a bunch of D&D dice, and I haven't been able to use it yet because I got it in the middle of a pandemic, but I have a dice tray that I haven't used. Underneath this blanket is the typical blanket that I started out with on this channel, which is a map of the world of Critical Role. It's a map of Taldore, which is the D&D live stream on Twitch, and that's probably pretty high up there on the geeky scale. Is there anything? I feel like I'm missing something.
I don't know. Misha just said your wife. Like, I don't know. Am I the geekiest thing you own? Is that what Misha's saying? I'm not sure.
Misha's intimating that the geekiest thing I own is my wife?
I don't know. I think that's what they meant.
But I'm geekier than you. Don't
Shut
gasp!
up.
Don't gasp!
No.
Like that's some kind of new revelation.
Okay, fine, but I'm nerdier than you. Yeah. Yeah. Because nerdy leans more toward the academic edge.
True.
Straight up geek.
Nerd does skew academic, where geek does skew enthusiasm. All right, I'll allow it.
Yes!
You are nerdier than me, but I'm geekier than you. No, okay, that's true.
Yes!
I'll give you that one.
Everybody in the comments going, nerd fight!
Jamie's like, oh no, what have I started?
That is so funny. We don't fight, y'all. I love how they're all like fighting. I'm like, we don't
I know, right? That is hilarious.
It is.
Being encouraged to fight when, I don't know, I think the last fight we had was...
What, like 8 years ago?
Yeah. I think it's been the better part of a decade since we've had, like, an actual argument. Jamie!
Oh, killing time!
You found a first edition of
the
Killing
Final
Time that had never been owned. Mine was a gift from someone that was like very pre-owned. But I do have a first edition. But you got one that had never been owned? The jealousy.
Oh, someone is telling me to get on the screen. Can I get on screen?
What? Yeah, it's like 422. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, you have to put the picture on because otherwise I'm not going to know where I am in the shot.
No. Yeah, I'll have that. I'll pull the picture up so that we can get all oriented and everything. It's at a bigger delay than usual because I'm having to go through my recording software.
Oh,
so
that's how you fix the problem?
yeah, because the mic was trying to do that anyway, and that's why it wasn't getting picked up otherwise.
So bad
It was, yes.
Okay, just...
We're working on getting the wife in frame.
Well, I have to get a chair and then, like, pile a bunch of pillows on it so I don't look so short, so I'll be right back. Shut up, don't tell them that.
Ooh. She doesn't want me to tell y'all something that I'm totally about to tell you. She's getting a chair.
Really?
And,
I really don't care.
she's really, she wants to, pile some pillows on top of it so she doesn't look so short this time.
Well, because I'm not that short.
But you are indeed shorter than me.
Yeah, but you're in a taller chair.
Hmm.
Look at the seat on your chair versus my chair. It's a good 3 inches.
Yeah, I know, but the comedy that comes from that.
You know what?
The comedy that comes from you looking like Kristen Chenoweth short in frame.
From looking like a midget? Oh, no.
Whoa, wait, why is there... Okay, hang on, I think I started a cult. They're chanting one of us, and I don't know why.
They're me, because I'm coming
You?
to join them, so I'm one of them.
Oh!
Possibly. Are you gonna scoot over?
What? Oh, yeah, no, I guess I'll make room.
I mean,
Legend!
it would be helpful.
Oh,
about your wife,
Legend's been a
Brittany.
fan since the commentary. That's real OG is what that is.
Oh, we're on a delay.
Yeah, we are. You're not gonna get into thing for another few seconds.
Original.
We're waiting to see her in frame. You are in frame. It's fine. We had full seconds of dead air for nothing. But yeah, so now that you know where you are, I'm going to click off so I'm not just staring at that the whole time.
No, that's fine. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello, people. For those who haven't met me yet, my name is Tamaris. It's in there somewhere in the chat. So
Yes.
Just because, you know.
Question. Apparently this question's coming in 3 parts. Take your time, Saul.
Oh, that's cool.
We love a good 3-part question.
There it is. Part 2. Part 2.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. There were early rumors that that Wenqing was gonna be a love interest for Wuxian, and like everybody freaked out. I would I'd have to get more details about when exactly the fans went into an uproar, and then when the show like filmed, because like if they were already in the middle of filming, then I don't see how they could have made a change like that on the fly and have it come out the way it did. So I need more details on that specific instance. But in terms of fans being able to change media, or essentially like how the kind of, I guess it's basically the argument of how much of a say fans should have over the show that they have created a fandom around. And that's like, one, a very good question. That's also like an ongoing debate that fandom seems to be having. And as someone who's also a writer, I kind of go back and forth, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I land. Because on one hand, it's a really difficult thing to navigate especially as a creator, because like on one hand you are writing this for an audience, and so like you're writing this for this audience, but then it's also your creation, and you should ultimately have the call on what happens and what doesn't happen. I think, I mean, for me, as most of life comes down to, I feel like it's kind of a case by case basis. Because in some instances, what the fans are asking for actually isn't that big of a deal,
The lights are too bright.
and could be implemented without anyone dying or bursting into flames. But then sometimes fans demand something that is just kind of purely ludicrous. You let the cats out.
They escaped.
Oh, they escaped.
I'm sorry the cats escaped.
They did.
I can try to throw them back in, but they ran out.
You could. Oh, they ran. Oh, that's right. They've been in there for a second.
They've been in there a while.
We'll let them run wild for another few minutes.
Sorry.
But like, yeah, Pretty Boy is currently clawing the hell out of some cardboard
Everybody's
across the
going,
room.
The cats are catting. The cats are catting. That is what they do.
So like, but yeah, it really is a case by case basis. Sometimes, the fans are absolutely right, and there's definitely a history of the fans being absolutely right. And sometimes it's more of the original creator's prerogative as to what happens with their own story. And like, creators aren't slaves to the fans, but at the same time, it's mostly a case by case basis, really. Especially for me, where I'm like, I kind of have a foot in both camps. Also, yeah, Saul, that's a good point. The author sometimes, actually often, the original author isn't, a lot of times isn't even consulted on the project at hand. So sometimes you don't even have the original creator able to do much of anything, even though they would love to. Kind of like the magicians. Oh, no problem. No problem, Saul.
There's a giant floof.
Oh, there is. There's a floof. Wait, does he make it? Hang on.
Yeah, he's in.
He's in?
He should be.
He's in?
You have to wait because I'm still.
Catty, I know, we have to wait to make sure he's in. There he is. Oh, he's fluffy. Yeah. Head empty, only cat. Yeah. Oh, no.
I did not mean to derail.
No, yeah, you just entirely hijacked.
He hasn't seen me all day, and he is a lover, if you can't tell. He is a super lover, so he needed some
I know.
love.
He usually doesn't even like being held when you're sitting down.
No, but he hasn't
When
seen
anybody
me
is
all
sitting
day.
down.
He
usually
is a
have to
very
be...
happy cat. He's a very sweet, happy, stupid cat, and I love him that way.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
Not a single brain cell.
Ugh.
Not a single thought. But he's very fluffy.
Yeah. He's a baby. Oh, Leo, I'm sorry. Yeah, whenever I don't have a pet or a cat, I definitely miss them. It's nice to have one.
I couldn't go 2 days
She didn't. It was
without
hysterical.
after my first cat passed away several years ago. I couldn't go 2 days without having another cat. Nope. I don't do that. Nope. After I got my first one, never going without an animal again.
Leo, I share that sentiment. He's so beautiful. Sometimes I just look at him like, my baby.
I know. They're like
It's
really
very-
high key gross.
It's very gross.
Like, you think we're gross? She and I? No. No.
Listen,
It's them.
I
They're
have
gross.
a deep bond with my cats, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my baby.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
I know they can't even see his face.
Probably not.
I know. It's a gross face.
God, it's just right in front of my salad all the time.
Oh God, the fur is flying.
It is. I mean, when is it not? He is more fur than sense.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. Oh, Lord,
Especially
there goes the
considering he
head.
has no sense. No. I don't even know what my cat is doing across the room. I literally can't see him. I don't know. I just hear thunks.
No thoughts in his head, so he can hold more love. Yeah.
Brown, yeah, the word of honor reaction is going up on YouTube, even if I have to do it like the way I did the Untamed. But yeah, that's starting June 11th.
Oh, Big Mama G, you are hilarious.
Oh, wow. Now there's a fan art idea.
I know, right? That's hysterical. He's my sweet boy. Oh, God, he's not light though, y'all. Oh, he's like 15 pounds.
There was Dynasty Girl. There was something about MXTX, the author of Modazushi. Originally meant Song Xiao to be the main ship, but switched it. That would be... I mean, I would like an entire book about them. So I don't see... I mean, I would love for her to, like, write the full... I mean, granted, there might be kind of the more full story in the book, considering how freaking long it is. But if not, I would love to see a book of that. So, I mean, that... I can totally understand. I can understand both why that was, like, the original pairing that she was going for, but then also, like, why she shifted gears. Especially with all the things that the Untamed and Modazushi and everything just kind of winds up being about. No, I get it. Xiao, when will I be reacting to the remaining... Oh, the soundtrack of the Untamed and their music videos. I mostly have the week off next week. The one video that I film next week is the second part of the Untamed soundtrack and the music videos and all that jazz. Because that got delayed because of the PC upheaval that was supposed to come a lot sooner. But now it'll just be another couple of weeks. Because I think I filmed that on Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So that is definitely... That was video number 1 on getting caught up again.
Just a super chat and a question.
I know, right? I mean, I think that's what Super Chat's for. It's so
Really?
it's so that it highlights your question.
Boom, with money.
Yeah.
Sorry, but cool.
There's an official trailer for Chen Link. Really? Oh, wait. Of course there would be. Duh. No, I haven't seen anything. When I started the show and I hadn't seen anything about anything. I'd seen a couple of GIFs on Tumblr, and that was it. And the frequency with which people were yelling about it, and that was about it. So no, I haven't seen it actually.
Oh, Leo has to go. They finished book 1 of Captive Prince.
Hey! Yeah, I saw Leo. You messaged me on Patreon about it before you had finished it, and I've been meaning to answer you. I'll be answering you.
I'll be answering you.
Bye. Go. Leave.
Bye, Leo. You're so silly. Goodness. Furball.
Yeah, see, Big Mama G, that's the other thing, is that the gifts that you can get out of the Untamed are so stupidly gorgeous that, like, how do you not at least give the show a chance based on visuals alone, honestly? It's one of the most beautiful shows. End of sentence. Oh, Jessica, you got all 3 books of Captive Prince too?
Oh, that's funny.
I live to spread the love of the Captive Prince, if that is something that is up your alley. I live for it. I've heard that there was a Dynasty Girl. I've heard that there was a ship between Mingzhu and my husband Shi Chen. I just haven't been, because you don't really see much of, unless I'm remembering this incorrectly, because I watched the show over the course of like 6-7 months. But there really wasn't much about Mingzhu in the show. That's actually one of the things I'm really interested to see in the book, and also the 2 spin-off movies, to see more of him, because like I haven't really seen enough to place him with anybody. And currently I'm still, and probably will always be, just like super fascinated with Shi Chen and Yao. So I'm still needing more info on Mingzhu.
I feel like I've heard of the Night Runner series before. Have you heard of that?
The Night Runner.
I haven't read that yet, but I have heard of it.
Yeah, no, the Night Runner is, that's like 90s, that was like a 90s fantasy series. I actually have...
Oh, cool.
I think I have books like 2 through whatever on my computer, but I like can't find the first one for some stupid reason.
That's funny.
But that is definitely something I've heard of. I can't remember who writes it either, but it's a big one. It's a, she was a big name in fantasy.
That's probably why I remember the name of the
exactly,
series. So
yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
I
fun.
know Threesun is such a popular ship. I just need to get to know one of the 3 people a little bit better before I can really understand why it's such a big ship.
I shall return.
Okay.
Possibly.
The wife is excusing herself for a second.
What? It's not my channel. I don't have to be in front of the camera.
Fluelling. Thank you, He-chan. Fluelling, absolutely. That was the Night Runner series. Lynn Fluelling, yes. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I'll have the wife get me some more water. I've been having throat problems. Xiao, I've heard such conflicting opinions about the special edition of Untamed that I decided I wasn't going to make that like an actual series for the channel. That was going to be something that like I blogged about on the side blog whenever I got around to it, which I plan on doing after I rewatch the main 50 episode series, right? But I kept hearing such conflicting things that it wasn't worth it, it was worth it, and all that kind of jazz. So I do plan on watching it though. But also the Untamed rewatch, I only did episodes 1 and 2 for the thank you. I only did episodes 1 and 2 for the foreshadowing factor. That's not going to be, I'm not doing a whole rewatch series on YouTube. That's something that I'm blogging about on the Tumblr side blog, which I should probably plug into the chat again now that it's been a second. Ta-ta. Dresden is just chilling. Where? What's my cat doing?
On the bag.
Oh my god, he's on the bag that the computer came in.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
He's just there.
Do you want me to pick him up?
No, he's just chilling. Let me cover that back up again.
I shall rejoin briefly. Can't sit too long, probably because my hip.
Oh yeah, you obviously
No,
you can
I'm
get up
fine.
and go whenever you
Yeah. No kidding.
need to. Let me get caught up in the chat real quick as I was typing.
Mm.
Oh, Petra's going. Bye, Petra.
Bye, Petra.
Thank you for coming. Ooh, Dynasty Girl. Have not heard of that at all.
1,000 Autumns?
Yeah, never heard of 1,000 Autumns. Writing it the hell down. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
He probably just wants water.
I mean, but also, like, yeah. Like, you've been separated for 2 minutes, Tamaris.
Oh, hush. Someone was asking about tropes somewhere. Where was that? I missed it.
There was a question about tropes in there.
Fanfic tropes somewhere.
Fanfic tropes?
There it is.
See if you can, oh, good, you found it. What is it?
I don't know how to say their name, but they asked, what fanfic tropes do you like the most for your rec list? Because I guess they're like to add
Oh,
to it.
yeah. Which fanfic tropes do I like for
Unleash the crack ships.
for the?
I mean, I do read everything and anything. Brittany doesn't, but
She does.
I will
don't.
read
Yeah,
all kinds of
I'm much more of a
crack shit.
monogamous shipper.
Oh, I'm a multi-shipper.
Yeah,
Such a multi.
I go very specifically in for, the 1 or 2 ships that I have, and I don't read outside of that. Usually, Untamed is a little bit of a different situation. But asking about tropes for the Untamed rec list, the Google Doc that is now like
25
22,
pages
23.
or something.
Is it 25 pages now?
I don't know.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Last time you said it was like 21, and it's
It
been
was.
a few days,
It was
so
like,
it's
oh, that's
probably
true.
25 by
No,
now.
you're right. You're right. Tropes for because mainly I asked for, when it comes to fic, I asked for Wang Xian and Xiao. I would. That's not so much tropes as a. This is a good question.
Hello in Finland, Lila.
Finland's here?
Yeah, Lila from Finland.
Oh, Lila's from Finland. Well, damn.
Apparently. Yes, Jamie. I also go multi-ship. It's very fun.
How would I ship the juniors? I don't know if I would really. I don't think I've landed on any one particular thing yet. Maybe that'll happen on the rewatch.
Ooh, Russia.
Ooh, we got Russia in here?
Yes.
Mm.
Their name is using the Cyrillic alphabet.
Xia Reincarnation AU? Oh my god, the Galaxy Brain. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. That would be so fascinating.
Bye, Tony.
I am all for that. Bye, Tony. I am all for the the modern AUs, for either Wang Xian or Xia, Untamed in general. I am all for the modern AUs. Give me all of the modern AUs, or modern retellings of the story. I just really want a lot of modern AUs when it comes to the Untamed.
I have your next question whenever.
Or cool. Ooh, thank you.
That'd be good for some.
Fix-its for Shi Yao in terms of what happens if Shi Chen was essentially in Yao's life earlier, early enough to kind of cut Yao off at the psychotic pass, right? And then just anything that really has Shi Chen coming into his life at a different time. But then, of course, I'm also big for post canon fix for either of them, either of the ships. And it would just, there are just so many things you can do is the problem. I'll tell you this, I have yet to think of something that I wouldn't want, so honestly, it's a free-for-all.
Your next question.
Oh, yes, I missed one. What was it?
Fady Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a ballpark estimate for when you will be doing a DMMD playthrough?
Oh, dramatical murder.
Sure. That sounds good. That fits the acronym. Yeah.
It does. It does
Letters.
indeed. Yes.
They said I know it's far off, but I'm excited about your reactions.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited to finally play the Dramatical Murder visual novel, because I came at Dramatical Murder by way of the anime, and I was promised a gay anime, and then it wasn't a gay anime, and I was very, very angry, as everybody was. Everybody was so pissed about how they did Dramatical Murder so dirty in the anime. But I was super excited to hear that an official English version was coming out. I do have it, but because it's a visual novel, so that falls under gaming, and I think kind of as of right now, that'll probably be the second game I play when the Twitch channel starts, and that starts in October, I believe October. Because it's been delayed because of the novel, because it's going to take me forever to, it's going to take me forever to read the novel. And so by October is when the Twitch thing will start and everything, and I have to finish Resident Evil 6. But then I think the next thing I do is probably going to be Dramatical Murder, because I have been waiting to actually see the gay version of that story ever since the anime came out, and the anime came out a while ago. I think it may have been like a decade. That was a very long way to answer that question, but I mean, I do nothing if not ramble. You guys get the edited version of me all the time.
I don't.
Well, yeah, she doesn't.
I get the rambling version.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Ma'am.
They need to know.
Ma'am.
Stellic wants to start a Google Doc for Star Trek fic recs, kind of like you have one for the Untamed. So we could have fic recs for KS. And
sure,
other
yeah.
ships, no one cares. I mean,
No, sure, yeah. I will totally take that. I basically just, wait for people to ask for it, right? KS.
Yeah, so we're writing down
Google Doc
about getting a fic rec Google Doc for Kirk, Spock, or other Star Trek ships also. Maybe, possibly, if anybody reads those.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, again, I read lots of different things. So
I know, yeah. You read everything under the sun.
Yeah, but I do tend to... You're welcome, Stellic. I do tend to stay in KS, but I have read plenty of other ones. I'm just here for the love.
Yeah.
I am here for the love. If it's love, I'm good.
Right? And that's so funny, considering how it's entirely opposite to your person.
No, that's entirely the same.
No, I mean,
my person.
it makes sense for from a whole demisexual standpoint. It absolutely makes sense. Anywhere there is authentic feeling, you're down. Like, that makes total sense. But, like, you as a person are like your cat. So, like, you get the one person... And that is like it. That is it. That is it. Yes. That is so unbelievably it. Like the dedication is off the charts.
I do tend to read fanfics around my one person. I just ship them with everyone else. Because like Spock, I love Spock.
Shut up! You never told me that.
Well, think about it. I love Spock, so
I mean,
read
it makes
him
sense
with everyone.
from the Snape thing, because I remember because you read like Snape with everybody, so like that checks out.
And Hermione, because I love her.
But I don't want. I was about to say it was McGonagall, but
and
you
Spock.
usually read Hermione McGonagall. But like, I didn't know that applied to just like everybody in general, or Spock, especially Spock. I didn't know you read like everybody with Spock.
I've read some really good Spock bones, which I know you can't ship because you don't sexualize bones, but I'm okay with it. Like I said, I'm here for the love.
I know, and that's just so contrary to how
I was gonna say.
Things.
Someone said something that I wanted to respond to, and what was it? Oh, Dynasty Girl. Dynasty Girl was like warning you about the age gap.
I just saw that. Yeah.
No. That will make it more attractive.
No, I'm fine.
For her.
I'm fine with age gaps.
She loves it.
I'm fine with age gaps.
She loves it so much.
That's fine.
So she's fine.
That's
Don't
totally
worry.
fine.
Yeah, no problems there.
Yeah, no.
Now that we argued about that, I've missed some chat.
I know, right? most, in terms of Kirk Spock recommendations, Saul, most everything Ponfar related is absolutely down, yes.
Well, you know, and it's not just for you. Other people are using this rec list too, so...
Well, yeah.
I am here for some Ponfar.
Yeah. Definitely Ponfar related. Yeah, absolutely.
The, yeah, no, I'm here for some Ponfar. Uh-oh, what happened? Uh-oh, there's some ship.
Yeah.
Ship angst. No ship angst, y'all.
I mean...
Not angst, I mean, like, wank.
Oh. Yeah, Fady, the Steam version of Dramatical Murder is basically more of a censored version, which is exactly what I need in order to be able to do it on stream, on Twitch. So that is both helpful information and, yes, exactly what I personally needed. But yeah, if you want the explicit version, I'm 99% certain that there's a fan translation in English of the original fully explicit Japanese version of Dramatical Murder. I've seen Together, the BL series. I can't remember if I talked about it in the first BL series Recs and Reviews video that I did, or if that's on the list for the part 2, and that's one of the ones that I've gotten to. But I know that I have seen it, and that, like, the review either already exists or is coming. So that is happening. Oh yeah, no, I second that. We're not for shaming in any sense.
No.
Kind of ever, no. So yeah, this is a discussion chat, not we're not morally judging anybody.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Especially because I literally read everything and anything, so...
Yeah. You'll give pretty much anything a shot.
I will. I mean, you know.
Like, just to see. It's so funny.
Just to see, because I don't...
Because you're so curious.
I'm so curious.
You're so curious.
That's kind of my thing.
It's kind of the cutest thing.
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
No, it's adorable.
Yeah, so definitely. What's Until We Meet Again? Someone wants to know if you've watched Until We Meet Again.
That's another one that... Oh, no, that's actually the next BL series that I have to watch.
Oh, cool.
After the Untamed rewatch, when I get back to the BL series Rex, that is getting its own video review as part 2 of the series Rex video, and that's the next one I have on my list to watch. I am particularly excited about that one. I've now gotten into, on the list of BL series that I have left, I have now gotten to the ones that I'm, like, really excited about. Incense burner.
I don't know what happened in the comments.
Me neither.
Just sometimes it'd be like that.
What? I mean, especially when you're talking about, you know, BL series. They have all kinds of names.
Oh, I can imagine.
Is that a series? Incense burner? Is that a series?
Or is it a ship name?
Or is it a ship name? I love you so much.
What? Just wait, you'll see. Now I'm scared.
Or is that like a thing that comes up in Until We Meet Again?
It's something you're gonna read, they said.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's in the book.
Cool.
Yeah, I expect a lot of things in the book. I hear there is a lot of... Yeah. End of sentence.
Right, just period.
We want to get at least partially monetized on this.
That's too funny. What's Guardian?
Oh yeah, Shao, Guardian is actually one of these days going to be its own reaction series on the channel. it's just going to be, it's going on the list to be voted on. So after Word of Honor, which will be the next time there's a voting round for the next long series reaction, Guardian will be on that list. Yeah, that was one of the ones that was recommended to me a lot, that I looked at and I got so fucking excited for, that I was like, this is worth waiting for a full reaction. So that's coming someday.
There's a little tiny bit of spoiler right there.
Oh, is there? Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, by the way, spoilers.
They told.
No, yeah, but in the chat,
Yeah,
I also want to say, yeah, this is a spoiler-free zone.
I'm just gonna...
Much spoiler-free zone. Like, we get into vague spoilers about The Untamed, but pretty much everyone here has seen The Untamed.
It was just a little, like,
I would be
novel
surprised.
spoiler.
Yeah. Including book spoilers.
It's almost gone. It's fine. I'm just holding a napkin to the screen.
No, it's cool.
So
yeah.
she can't read it.
She caught it. She saw it. It's fine.
Oh my god.
And now your cat has decided that he has been without your love for too long.
I told you, I think he wants water or something.
He must howl for your affection as he crawls through the desert at night.
I'm gonna let you read the spoiler.
One paw after another. It's gone by now.
No,
One paw after another. With his sorrowful meows and the moonlight.
Alright, well, she's
the
rude.
sand.
She's rude, so...
And that's it.
I'm gonna hop out. I may hop back in.
Go
I
love
might
your
not.
animal, please.
Might not. You might see me again. Or, we don't know. Either way, I tend to be in the chat, so...
Oh, yeah. You'll
But
be
leave
in
the chair there, just in case.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, God. Hey, baby. Hi.
Jamie with the important questions. What's my favorite ice cream? I mean, my problem is that there are very few types of ice cream that I don't like. But, Ben and Jerry's has their,
I can sit just in the shot now.
Heath Bar, that's true. Ben and Jerry's has their, Heath Bar coffee crunch thing that used to be so good and my favorite thing on the planet, and then a few years ago they changed it. Like, I don't think they're with Heath anymore or something like that, and for some reason that threw the whole thing off. So, R.I.P. that. But other than that, it's real hard to go wrong with ice cream, you know what I mean? Except for pistachio. Never understood the existence of pistachio. Not to start any ice cream discourse in the comments, but you know.
I like a good strawberry. Like with
I didn't know that.
With real strawberries in it. Yeah, when we used to go to that ice cream place, I would get the strawberry with the strawberry chunks.
I remember you getting, I know that, you liked the strawberry ice cream. I didn't know that was, a favorite, though.
My favorite is vanilla.
Well, but you just said your favorite was strawberry.
No,
Why are you flip-flopping?
I said I really like the real strawberry with real strawberry chunks.
Uh-huh.
Only if it's by itself.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna eat the ice cream with something else, then it needs to be vanilla.
You have different requirements depending on the context in which you are eating the ice cream?
Yes.
That is so you.
Yeah, well, it makes a difference.
That is so
because if
you.
you're eating, blackberry cobbler, you don't want strawberry ice cream? That's weird.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, barring, bizarro combinations.
Everything is bizarro.
But, you could have some chocolate ice cream with that.
No,
what's wrong with it?
gross.
Wow. The judgment.
I just said, I'm not judging anyone else. I'm saying for me.
Oh, Ablaze. I love a good mint chocolate chip. I get why some people would be like, oh, toothpaste. But also, they put mint in everything. So, just everything. But no, a good mint chocolate chip is so good. That's true. That's very true. But I haven't had it in forever. Yeah, the, Lila, you mentioned, Killer and Healer and Word of Honor having really great, behind-the-scenes stuff. Is that just, a thing with, Chinese series? Do they just kind of always have amazing behind-the-scenes stuff? Because I don't think I've heard of a Chinese BL series without somebody mentioning its fantastic BTS extra content stuff. Wait. Jazz, what the heck is fennel toothpaste?
Ew. Sorry.
What? How is that a thing?
I might have to judge on that one.
How is that a thing? Big Mama G, now you're just trying to start shit. Now you're just trying to stir the pot, okay? You're just trying to start a fight. Pineapple on pizza. It's fine. It's not my preferred way, but like I worked at a couple of different pizza places for like a year and a half, mainly Papa John's, which like now I'm like, oh, but for other reasons. But no, it would be like if a pizza was left behind or like not picked up or whatever, like a mistake, and it had pineapple on it, and you're like really hungry, I mean, it's fine. It was actually, that was how I tried it for the first time. And it was doable. It's not my preference, but it's doable. There's like a whole war about it though. Fina, you think all the Untamed BTS lasts longer than the show itself? Last I tried to clock it, because I tried to get a sense of how many episodes that it would take, because that's coming up on the channel as well, is reacting to behind the scenes stuff for the Untamed. So I tried to get an estimate. I think as far as I can tell, there's like at least 8 hours, which is a lot. Like, definitely more than I've ever heard of for any show ever. But there's probably more. So you're probably not that far off. Wait. Misha, explain. You like pineapple on pizza when it's not on your pizza? I'm gonna need a judge's ruling on that. I'm gonna need a greater context. Because olives on pizza. Ooh, I just hit the arm of the mic. Olives on pizza is a wife thing. That's a Tamara's thing. She has black olives on pizza. I can't possibly understand why. But that's like her go-to. The olives and mushrooms. Yeah, I'm talking about your pizza because somebody brought up olives on pizza.
Yeah, I do love olives and mushrooms and extra cheese.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love extra cheese? There's unofficial behind the scenes of the Untamed, I'm assuming, Fina? Unofficial as in, like, someone snuck on the set with a phone and took footage? Or, like, paparazzi type BTS? Yeah, I know. Also, the side effect is that now I'm really craving pizza and ice cream. Thanks, guys.
Now I'm hungry.
Thanks so much. I'm starving for pizza and ice cream. It is almost a new month, actually. Damn, we did Chipotle. Yeah. We do either once a month. We either do pizza or Chipotle, and we just had Chipotle yesterday.
So
for this next coming month.
For May, for tomorrow.
Damn.
You're stuck until June, baby.
Damn.
Olive lovers unite. Yes. I'm here for that. I'm trying to catch up on the chat.
Yeah, how many?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, 64.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, I know. We're just chilling at this point.
Yeah.
How long?
Oh, you know, if any of the people are on there are the ones that
Oh,
asked
Lord.
about
Okay.
a Discord for seeing pictures of our cats, I could drop my Instagram in the chat if you think that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, go ahead and drop it.
Okay, let me go get
Tamaris
it.
is Tamaris is going to link to her Instagram, and that's where a lot of pictures of the cats are. And, you know, she actually takes decent pictures, way more decent than I do. So yeah, she's about to link to that in the chat.
I'm not entirely sure that I know how to link to it. I'm just gonna say
Just
my
type out the,
name.
yeah, you can just type out the address. They can copy paste if they gotta.
No, I mean.
We're not fancy around these parts.
No, I mean I'll just have to drop my name and they'll just have to find me and follow.
Oh yeah, or that.
Yeah, I'm forever Anom 7 over there. It's very easy to remember. Sir, oh no.
Oh, I did miss that question. Thank you, Anne. There are Korean TV ads for Hannibal? I have not seen this. Is this a thing I need to see? I mean, it sounds like it. Hang on, Korean TV ads for Hannibal. I did not know that that was a thing that exists. Well, I mean, you could naturally assume that that's a thing that existed because I'm sure they had to advertise over there. But, you know, like, I didn't know it was a thing that needed to be seen in fandom.
Okay.
Oh yeah, about the length of fix. The 35K and under is just my personal preference. It's not a hard and fast rule. You can wreck longer fix. Yeah, it's not a zero sum game. You can totally wreck longer if you wanna. What? Oh, you have a cat.
Yeah, he wanted to love on me, so I thought the people would want to see him.
Well, yes. Let me make sure you are like. Oh no, you're off. You're off frame. You're not in.
No. You're on a delay. I probably haven't showed up yet.
Oh, that's right. Did you just move there?
Yes.
Well, in that case, here you come. All right.
You dork.
I know, that's like the one, so far, it's the only downside about streaming through the recording software is that the delay is so much longer.
Ablaze called me the cat whisperer, and you call me like the cat Pied Piper or something.
She is the cat whisperer. She just is.
I am.
She is the Pied Piper. I call her a cat.
Did you see that
Because she is.
Did get in frame, right?
Yeah, no, I saw you climbing into frame.
Okay.
Yeah, you're there. You're there chilling, stealing the show with my cat.
Well, your cat's stealing the show, not me.
Well, yeah.
I just happen to be the cat bed.
Yeah. No, he's just sitting. He's just chilling.
He's a baby. He's purring.
Yeah, that's the other cat. That's Dresden, in case anybody's here and you hadn't heard cat names. That's my cat. That's Dresden.
He's also a lover.
Yes, and then the white cat is Pretty Boy for very obvious reasons. Wait. G, Big Mama G. In character commercials of the Untamed, there is a ramen noodle commercial with Wang Ji. Are you serious? No way. No way. That sounds like too much to hope for in my life. What? No. No, what would they... How would I... Searching YouTube, how would I find those? Like, give me a nice YouTube search phrase for that. Because that sounds like some high-key comedy material. Just some quality goodness right there. Hang on, Wang Ji. Ramen. That sounds
I think Mama G's gonna DM you in the
so
Tumblr
bizarre.
chat.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna DM me the thing. Thank you, Big Mama G.
In Tumblr, yeah. Which is where she always sends you your help that you need for her.
Awesome. Yeah. No.
Hysterical.
No. Yeah, that is where she always sends me things. Big Mama G and I have an ongoing conversation at this point. There are anime commercials too? Like, honestly, America has nothing on supplemental show material when it comes to China. Like, nothing. Like, less than nothing. Like, what do we get? Sometimes we get a gag reel if the show is a comedy or you're Hannibal. And, like, we get cast interviews on, like, talk shows and shit. And then that's, like, it. Sometimes we get some, like, behind-the-scenes featurettes. I think maybe if you're a Marvel movie, you get a nice behind-the-scenes of how we animated the entire movie and like that kind of jazz. And like if you're Lord of the Rings, you get some decent stuff. But other than that, you're just out of luck. Meanwhile, China has a constant stream of supplemental material. We are nowhere near on their level. Like the jealousy I have. Jessica, any Jackie Chan movie in the gag reel? Yes. The gag reels for the Rush Hour films are so near and dear to my heart. That's like, they're like just as fantastic as the rest of the entire damn movies. Margot, ads in the West are so stale. Yes. We haven't really... The only time America puts effort into their ads is for the Super Bowl, and that's literally it. And even then, you're like, most of the time.
Dynasty Girl wants to know why your cat's name is Dresden.
Oh, yeah, Dynasty Girl. His name is Dresden. People usually ask if it's from the Dresden Files, but it's not. It's from the Dresden Dolls, which is an indie music duo who I love to an absolutely ridiculous point. And then the singer of that duo is Amanda Palmer, and she is one of my favorite humans, period, end of story. And I wanted to name my cat something that was relevant to Amanda Palmer. And so I chose Dresden. Oh, right, Marilena, that's right. There's the audio drama version of the Wang Xian song. I don't think I ever actually listened to it, and now that I know that I'm reacting to the audio drama, I'm probably gonna save that for the actual audio drama reaction. That's right, though. I remember hearing that they had their own version of it, and that it was, like, obviously amazing. I mean, yes, Mads, all versions of the Action song are amazing. Like, you can't, like, that's just how the world operates. You can't argue with that. Yeah, Mads. I think there was, because there's a playlist for the audio drama on YouTube, and then I think that playlist navigates you to the Discord that has the rest of the episodes. Because season 1 is on YouTube, and then the rest of it, I believe they point you there. Really? Jang Chung's actor speaks pretty good English? Really? I want to look that up now. I want to hear what his English sounds like. Once again, it's a live stream, and my whiteboard ends entirely covered in things that I have to do.
Oh Lord, look at your cat.
What is my cat doing now?
Look.
Oh no.
They might not be able to see
They
that.
might not. Can they see that? Let me check the feed.
Because
No, they'll be able to see it.
yeah, but it's not clear, is it? It's not on my phone.
No, because I have it generally
Yeah,
on purpose. The background is a bit blurred.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, they'll be able to. There he goes. Yeah, my cat's stealing the show once again.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't see.
I mean, it's the head tilt that's gonna do it.
I know, it's very cute.
I do plan on joining the Discord for the audio drama so that I can get the stuff. Yeah, that's just because the audio drama and the Donghua reactions aren't coming for a little while, so I've got time. I'll be doing that when it gets closer, unless I absolutely fall in love with Discord, which is always a possibility. Oh, Dynasty Girl. I have no idea. I haven't gotten into cast things yet. I'm waiting for to do the rewatch for the Untamed series. And also, I think most of the cast videos and interviews and all of that kind of thing, I think most of that are going to be reaction videos at some point. So I haven't gotten into the behind the scenes stuff and cast things quite yet, which is driving me nuts, really. But if running this channel has taught me anything, it has been like patience-ish, sort of, from a YouTube standpoint. I don't practice patience anywhere else in my life, but yeah, YouTube forces me to be patient.
Bye, Margot. Margot has to go.
Oh, Margot's going? Bye, Margot. The cat whisperer strikes again.
Yeah, because now the floof, Brittany.
Oh my god. The
Yeah.
floof has entered the chat.
Everybody's 2 cats. Yeah, oh, big squeak.
Wait. There's a queer couple in Les Mis. Where? I mean, I know there's a really popular non-canon queer couple. It's a couple of the, I forget their name, but it's a couple of the revolutionary guys with really difficult French names to pronounce. Like, I know about them. Chen is, I think, regretting her decision to bring up Les Mis.
Yep.
Yep. Poor Chan. I only wanted to talk about Marius.
Oh, I think my cat got in his favorite place.
How many of the cast do I think have read the book?
In the window.
Off of general impression, I would be impressed if, like, half the cast had read the book. That would be impressive to me. Because that's a long-ass book. I honestly wouldn't blame an actor for just reading the parts relevant to them or the show. Because that's a lot. And actors are busy freaking people. Oh yeah, Lila. No, I totally missed that. I forgot about his fan. And talking about noticing who it was that requested the stories about Wushan in episode 1 of The Untamed. I totally missed the fan again. In fact, I think I cut out me making a really bad guess as to who it could be. I think the first time I saw it, I thought it was Wushan. And that was very incorrect. But no, I missed the clue again. And that has been brought to my attention several times now. Yeah. Cat's in the what? Oh, he got in the window?
Yeah, so the curtain is probably moving down.
No, that's cool. I think it's kind of a little bit overcast by now, so there shouldn't be like a streak of light. I think my chair's blocking it too.
Okay, just wanted to look.
Aww. The actress who played Yun-Li was a huge fan of the book.
That's cool.
That makes me happy. Oh, see, that doesn't surprise me. Finding out that
Sir, where are you going?
Wang Yibo has read fan fiction and doujinshi, I am not surprised at all. From what little I have seen, just like of stuff that has come across my dash so far, that does not surprise me. Yeah, like Xiaozhen having read the book, since he's essentially the lead character, that that doesn't surprise me either. I haven't heard, ooh boy, one of the songs I haven't gotten to yet on the Untamed soundtrack is Yan Li's song. I'm trying to pretend that it doesn't exist, that it's not out there in the future waiting for me. I do not see it. I do not. I do not hear it until it's actually happening. Because I'm just going to bawl the entire time. Oh, let me check. I was getting caught up on the chat. What time are we at? Okay, cool. I think I'll call for the final round of questions. Good night, Amanda. The final round of questions. If anyone has any last things that they are curious about.
They can ask me questions too if they want.
And yeah, you can ask the wife questions as well. She's still hanging out in the chat. What the hell phrase am I? Last call, final call, last call. Yes, last call for any questions before we call it an evening, because we have now passed the 2-hour mark, which seems to be the good capping point for all of my live streams. I know.
Do that.
Even my very first one that I was like, I'll hop on for like half an hour. Nope.
So funny.
But yes, last call for questions. Any last questions?
Ablaze's question is cool. What's the question you want people to ask you but no one has yet?
Oh, that is a good question. I think there are a couple of things that I'm waiting for people to ask me. Actually. But of course, now that I've gotten the question, I can't remember what they fucking are.
Oh my god.
Damn ADD bullshit. Ugh. See, I'm gonna know this in about 20 minutes when we get off stream. I'm going to remember the couple of things. But you know, I'm going to use this as an excuse, because I'm not going to remember while we're on stream. I'm going to use this as an excuse to like bring it up in the next stream rather than waiting for somebody to ask me.
So funny.
I will consider this the permission to just fucking say it.
Stellic wants to know if you shipped Dorian and John because they watched Almost Human after you mentioned it. And they said thank you.
Oh, yeah. Somebody watched Almost Human. Who did you say asked that question?
Stellic?
Ah, Stellic, yeah. He-chan, you're the sweetest human. Why are you like this? You're too good.
No,
you're too pure.
That's so sweet.
Too pure, He-chan. Wow. Jesus, she just pured the question right out of my head. What was the question? Almost Human.
Pure.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched Almost Human in a very long time. but I loved it to pieces. At the time that it was airing, I was like, every week we would get a new episode, and then I wouldn't be able to wait a week, so I would go back and rewatch all the old episodes. Because I loved it so much, and then they canceled it after one season, those bastards. I'm actually considering just making it a short series option for a reaction, because it has been that long.
It really has.
And I absolutely do, ship the main ship. Like, obviously, that's probably half the reason why I love that show, is because it's such a good pairing. And then they canceled it. But yeah, I probably will make that an option for a short reaction. Oh yeah, that's why. That's one of the reasons why I went to the trouble of putting Almost Human. I linked to it on my Tumblr. I put it up on my Drive, and I linked to it on Tumblr. It's still there, actually. And I did that so that more people would be able to see it, because I think it's kind of difficult to watch now at this point. Difficult to find, because more people need to know and be low-key as angry as I am that they canceled it after one freaking season. Ooh, which character from The Untamed would I want to be related to? Why is this question making me emotional?
Oh, Lord.
Ma'am, I can hear you. Can hear your judgment loud and clear.
It's not judgy. It was fond amusement.
Okay. Oh. Okay, see? Here's my problem. I want to be Wenqing's sister, but I also really want to be her girlfriend. So, like, that's kind of a weird place to be. That's kind of like a weird vibe. So, I'm just going to stick with calling her my girlfriend. I will, however, be dare to be part of the Young Men trio. Because, I mean, do I really, have to explain? Obviously, once Wuxian and Chung figure out their shit, yes, those are the type of siblings that I wish I had, and I have siblings, right? Yes, they are the epitome. They're some of the best siblings I've ever seen, ever. And dear Lord, if I could join them, that would be wonderful. I'd probably just spend all my time crying at Yan Li, but that's a different point. Oh yeah, married to my husband, obviously, He Chen. Of course. I mean, I haven't been calling him my husband for the past 9 months for no reason. Of course. Yeah, Mads. Fatal Journey and whatever the heck the other spin-off movie was called. Those were fundraiser rewards. So I will be reacting to both of those. I think I actually, after I do the part 2 of the soundtrack, the first two things I will do are the 2 spin-offs. So that's coming here in the next few weeks, just inside of a month should be. I wasn't planning on doing those reactions on camera, but they made a really good fundraiser incentive. Plus, I'm super curious to find out more about Mingzhu. Like I mentioned before, they apparently give him screen time in that. I'm like, what's that going to be like? Hey, yeah, Kotonoa, is there a fan or official recipe for Yanli soup? Somewhere? Anywhere? That has to exist, right? Somebody recreated it? Or the show put out an official something, right? You can't tell me that there's nothing about the soup. counselor would make big bucks in that world. Yeah. Misha, you took my line. I would cry in the soup too, man. I think if I ever find a recipe and I make it, I'm legitimately going to get weepy. And it's all this fucking show's fault. Right, Jessica? Like, it can't be that difficult. It looked like a fairly simple setup. There should be a fan-made cookbook. Jazz, like, honestly. I'm kind of shocked that there isn't one. God, if there isn't. Berries in the soup? That would be a plot twist. Huh. Oh no, can I have them all? Dynasty Girl asking the most difficult question of the day. Which animal from the Untamed would I want as a pet? Apple, fairy, or the rabbits? Are you serious? The donkey, the dog, or the rabbits?
So funny.
No, you can't make me choose. Can I just have a zoo? Can I just have a menagerie?
I kind of do.
Like, please? Because, like, I am such a dog person. But I also love the buns. I mean, it's the buns. Like, hello.
Mm-mm.
But then Apple is just the MVP. Like, I can't... The fan art reaction video that I filmed that goes up next week, I think the last bit of fan art I looked at was one with Apple and the buns. And I'm pretty sure I lost my shit. You know what? I'm bisexual. I can't choose, you can't make me. I want all three of them. I get my menagerie. Damn it. Saul, that when bird smoke thing would be like really badass to have, but also that thing was such a little shit. He was such a pain in the main people's asses, but it was still really cool at the same time. Right? Thank you, Ablaze. I'm a bisexual Gemini. I've never made a decision in my life. And I don't plan to start now.
Except for me.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't like so much a choice as like
Sure.
no.
Chose to marry me.
I mean, but that's more like that's not an option. Not marrying you, not dating you, not moving it, not being... That was not an option. I moved 1,000 miles across the country. Like, it was not an option. It was a Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
What?
With your self-satisfied little tee-hee-hee.
Yes.
No.
Very self-satisfied.
No.
Very smug.
Very smug.
Absolutely.
I just gave you about enough smug ammunition for the next, like, few days.
So smug.
Good lord. Good lord.
Not a choice. Oh, I'm gonna bring that up.
Ma'am.
Gonna use that so much.
Ma'am.
It's gonna be so good.
Ma'am.
Hey, Salty Owl is also a Gemini and indecisive.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, indecisive Geminis pretty much come part and parcel. That's part of the gig. We are the most chaotic of the air signs. Well, on that extremely ridiculous note, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh. On that note, it has been over 2 hours, and at this point, I need food.
Me too.
Actually, no, wait. I don't think I've eaten today.
Brittany.
I haven't eaten yet, because I was getting ready for the stream, and then the stream fucked up, and then I had to fix it. So, you know, it should have been over like a long time ago. I have not eaten. I need food. We need like dinner. Yeah, I mean, I might be about to make an argument for getting pizza anyway. Like,
We're not getting
what of it? But like, we could though.
No, we couldn't.
No, we couldn't.
But we are gonna get food.
We are definitely getting
So
food.
No worries, people. We're gonna
No,
eat.
we are getting some kind of sustenance. So yeah, now we need dinner and all kinds of other things. Oh, I get to, after we get on the stream and I get food, I get to start, not finish, but start the great PC transition of 2021.
Ooh.
And I at least get to get this PC over on the other desk across the room that you can't see. I at least get to do that tonight, so that will be exciting. And I'll have pictures for you guys about the new for the new setup when it's done and stuff, because it should actually like look good. But yes, I'm going to eat. I am going to start the PC transition of 2021, and this was a fantastic way to celebrate 1 year. I had so little planned for this stream because it just kind of snuck up on me, and it like went like gangbusters after I started 3 different streams. So this was fantastic. Thank you guys for all of the wonderful questions and discussions and recs, and like, how are you guys just so interesting and entertaining and just generally lovely people. Thank you so much for stopping by at any point in this stream. I had a blast. I've got to figure out something like really cool to do next year for 2 years of Gaywatch.
Yes.
But I have like 0 ideas.
Happy Gaywatch birthday. That's fantastic.
Happy Gaywatch birthday. There we go. Yeah. So that is it for the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. As per usual, should be something you are used to doing or getting used to doing. And the next live stream will be on the 11th for the first episode of Word of Honor. And I'll be keeping you updated on that. Thank you so much. I will see you later. And for the next stream, that will hopefully start smoother than this one did. Thank you. Bye. I'm going to figure out how to hit end on this thing. There we go. Big red button.
Big red button that says end.